3D printing, also known as additive manufacturing. 3D printing is the process for making physical objects from 3D digital model. There are several different techniques to 3D print an object. The most basic differentiating principle behind 3D printing is that it is an additive manufacturing process, and this is indeed the key because 3D printing is a radically different manufacturing method based on advanced technology that builds up the parts. Traditional manufacturing involves taking a block of metal and removing material by machining or shaping by casting. In contrast, 3D printing allows forms to grow organically. The rise of additive manufacturing changes the whole game and forcing reassessment of manufacturing across industries. This technology offers more design freedom when manufacturing complex shapes that are optimized in terms of their functions. This is inspiring innovation in everything from aviation parts to Formula 1 to healthcare and energy. For many applications, traditional design and production process impose a number of unacceptable constraints, including the expensive tooling. In addition, the subtractive manufacturing process such as machining can result up to 90% the original block of material being wasted. In contrast, 3D printing is the process for creating objects directly by adding material layer by layer in a variety of ways, depending on the technology used. As an engineer, often most important consideration when designing parts for production is the method of manufacturing. A design can be produced by a range of manufacturing techniques, with each having their own associated strengths and weaknesses. Parts can be produced in almost any geometry, which is one of the core strengths of 3D printing. Also, the 3D printing does not rely on expensive tooling, having essentially no startup costs. The advantage of this is rapid verification and development of prototypes and low volume production parts. One of the biggest limitations of 3D printing is inability to produce parts with material properties equivalent to those made via subtractive or formative techniques. Most 3D printing technologies produce parts that are not fully dense. 3D printing also has limitation on repeatability, meaning the parts will often have slight variation due to differential cooling or warping during curing. "3D printing technology. The starting point of any 3D printing process is a 3D digital model, which can be created using a variety of 3D software programs. The model is then sliced into layers, thereby converting the design into file readable by the 3D printer. The material processed by the 3D printer is then layered according to design and the process. There are a number of different types of 3D printing technology which process different material in different ways to create final object. Functional plastics, metals, ceramics, and sand are now all routinely used for industrial prototyping and production applications. Plastic is currently the only widely used material, usually ABS or PLA, but there are a growing number of alternatives including nylon.